Hello and welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I am the GM Tim, and with me is the crew of the USS Ranganathan, and they are in combat. We're just gonna get right into it. You're all just here. You beam up to your ship, and things are blowing up around you. You hear alarms blaring. Your pilot is kind of like calling in through the comm systems from the teleporting pad that you all kind of beam up to, and.
Everyone here, everyone got all their fingers and toes?
Oh, that sounded like an actual broken mic, so that was awesome.
Hello?
Everybody is so upset. The emotions on board are really on red alert. Even if it's not an actual, like, whoa. People, one moment, please.
Banking left, everybody, hold on.
Ellen, there's something wrong with your mic.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You got a lot of reverb going, like bouncing around.
How's this?
Better?
Better?
Oh, better.
Yes, much better.
Great.
Yeah, great. I mean, it's broken tech, right? There's broken tech.
That's okay. We took some hits. It's okay. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm good? Okay.
Okay, so you head up to the bridge, and you all take your stations. Tell us what you're doing. Where are you going? We'll start from the top and go down. So, Commander, where are you headed first?
I'm heading right to my chair.
Nice.
It's still there. It's still in one piece.
It is, yeah. It's still there and in one piece, yeah.
Fantastic. And I will ask Lieutenant Commander Tala, please tell me what's going on. Who the bloody hell is attacking us?
That is such a good question. Tim?
Commander Tala, you've only just kind of had a chance to figure it out. A ship dropped into orbit, like almost right out of warp, which is alone a super dangerous thing to do. You haven't had a chance to check the starship and see if you recognize its configuration yet, because they just kind of dropped an open salvo on you, so you've been doing evasive maneuvers, and then they dropped a bunch of atmospheric fighters, which the four of you all experienced on the planet as we started this. They were starting to fly down. So Lieutenant Commander Yezikov has stayed on planet side to try and help organize things there, and you all beamed up. So there are at least 6 ships that you saw launch from this bigger one that's in orbit now around you, shooting at you.
We are outnumbered and outgunned, but still in the sky.
Fantastic.
Captain.
That's not great news, but it's good we have at least that little piece of information. Do they look Romulan by any chance?
They don't look Romulan. You can see it on the screen in front of you. Do you want to make a command check to see if you recognize it?
Yeah, sure. I remember how to do that. Attribute.
Yeah, so you're gonna make a oops. There you go. Get the skills out. You're gonna make a reason in science, or an insight in science if you want,
Insight in science.
or even engineering if you want to do that.
No, science is good.
Okay.
Task roll, is that where I'm going with this?
Yes, you're gonna make a task roll.
I want to select 2 on roll 20.
Yes.
It's been a
Okay.
month, so we've all forgotten what we're doing.
Okay.
How to game.
Okay. All right. So 1 is all you needed. You do recognize it, and actually, so does your pilot. It is an Orion frigate.
Oh. Well, it's not like we all know each other, so.
Correct. I'm so sorry. You're right. It's not like you all know each other.
Entire planet full of people.
Yeah. Many planets, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain,
Wow.
Captain, would you like me to raise shield?
Oh, they're all
Oh.
raised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed we already had them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a thought that we
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. But the shields are up, right?
Yeah, shields are totally up. Yeah.
No, we're just taking shots to the body, because why not?
Yeah. Good work on command, Lieutenant Commander Tala.
Thank
Good
you.
call.
Nice.
Done the bare minimum.
Yeah. Kept us in the sky. All right. Okay, so combat with Starship is not super difficult, but there's kind of a lot that's going to be going on. So it'll be same as regular combat. So one of you, then myself, then one of you, then myself, and we kind of trade off until everything's done. And you will decide who's going to go in what order. So certain things like your pilot's ability to evasive maneuver will make shots against you on my end more difficult. And then there's also things like I'm going to take a shot at them, and you're going to try and somebody might help you aim by using their sensors. And so the way you kind of set stuff up is the way you kind of can benefit each other as you go. The last thing that you kind of need to know is that like I said, there's only 1 ship in orbit, and the rest are down on the planet side attacking that colony that you've just spent months saving. Okay. So now we're going to officially begin combat. Your momentum pool is going to be empty, and I would like to know who's going to go first and what you would like to do.
Do we want to start with a little duck dive and dodge, just to get on the not death train?
Yeah. We are taking some damage here, so it'd be good if we did some evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. It's fine. It's fine. Just if you have a seatbelt, just put it on. That's
There are no
control.
seatbelts. Did you install seatbelts on your ship?
I have a seatbelt. I've brought my own from
Got
home.
one for you?
I have
My
a
harness.
personal. I know how I fly. I brought.
There
a
are no
seatbelt.
seatbelts in space.
I think we all know how Tala flies, so
Yeah.
yes, the seatbelts are mandatory for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, I
Yeah.
will give you all a seatbelt. That's yeah. We'll let this fly. My other ship is
Handmade.
watching. They're gonna be like, "What? We don't get seatbelts." All right. So you're doing evasive maneuvers, yes?
Yeah. So control and con, and then I have the talent precision maneuvering,
Great.
which I think gives me 1 more for 3.
Yes.
Roll it. Did I do it?
Yes, you did. Oh my God. All right, so you rolled a 1, which means you critically succeeded. And you got 2 more successes, so you got 4 altogether. So I'm going to give you your evasive maneuver, so you've done that. And I'm also going to give you 2 momentum. So you can use the momentum now to do 1 extra thing if you wish. That's awesome. That has to do with the evasive maneuver. Or you can put them into the pool for anyone else to access in their next turn.
I will put them into the pool. I feel like it's setting up strong for success.
Sounds good. Okay, so they're in the pool. You can see on your sensors, although things are starting to go a little bit iffy, that the planet is the community on the planet is starting to take hits. So that's my first turn. So one of the ships has gone down, entered the atmosphere, and done a full strafing run across the colony. Okay, next turn is on to you guys. Who's next?
I
Okay,
will go.
what are you gonna do?
Ensign Dennison, what is this ship? What is the overwhelming feeling of everybody on the ship? Ensign Dennison's not. It's just stress.
Super stressed. Like, so you're a heavy science vessel, and you're not built for fighting, and you're in a big fight.
So I feel everybody just feeling like they're not built for a fight. Okay. Ensign Dennison has a hard time controlling the incoming emotions, so I like updates on that. So I am now going to dive into a task of I just want to take whatever I learned from the planet and smush it into however I can scan these ships. Like my understanding of what cured the planet, I'm just like using my reason and my science to like scan and look for similarities.
Okay, cool. So give me that's reason and science. That works.
Okay, I'm task rolling it.
Okay. So Ensign Dennison, do you see that 20 that you rolled?
Oh, but that sounds bad.
Yeah, that's bad. So a 20 is a crit fail. So
I'm just all I can hear are the people.
That's right. Yeah.
Like,
So that actually plays into the story really well. So I'm gonna you can have a choice. So you can either use one of your I'm speaking too fast. You can use one of your determination and activate one of your values in order to re-roll your skills that you just rolled. And you only have 2 determination. Or you can keep that and carry on and hold on to your resources for now.
I'm going to hold on. Ensign is just like overwhelmed with everyone's feeling about the fight right now. Ensign can't help.
Okay, that's perfectly valid. On your character sheet, where it says complications, it should go from complication range. It should go from 1 to 2 now for you.
Oh, so I put it up to 2.
Yeah. So now, if you roll a 19 or a 20, you will have a failure.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it gets harder, and you'll need to take a rest eventually to get rid of these. Okay. Back to me. So my second atmospheric fighter is kind of breaks through the bottom of the atmosphere, and you can see on your sketchy sensors that it's doing another run across the colony.
Oh.
That is my turn.
Perhaps we should give some covering fire or something like this. I don't know. I'm not a tactician. We should shoot back.
Captain, we gotta protect these people.
Yeah. Could the Orions be here to destroy them possibly before because of the virus?
I mean, that would be a reason, I suppose, to just show up out of nowhere and start shooting.
So somebody could make a check to see what you think they're here for, or analyze their tactics. Your first officer could do something like that.
I sure can. At the captain's order.
Sure. Let's work out what kind of situation we're dealing with before we start shooting, even though they've started shooting first.
Okay.
Okay. So then our first officer, let's get a security and a insight and security, please, as you're trying to sort out what they're doing. Okay. So you don't see any discernible pattern, as in like this is the tactic. What you do see is that these ships are old; they're not kept up well, and your kind of gut feeling, pirates.
Captain, these aren't sophisticated people. I think we can blow them out.
Excellent. Let's give them a bloody nose. Which one is the largest ship? Let's concentrate our fire on that one.
That's that one right there in front of you in orbit. It's
The big one.
Yes.
It's
I
bigger than
think
your
it's the
ship.
big one.
I think it's the big one. All right, let's go get the big one.
Big one.
Can I use my action to rally?
Yeah, so my third action, I'm just going to go because one of your characters just went. So it's another run across the colony. So that's 3 of 5. Now it's your turn. You can totally do that.
Okay, yeah, let's rally, which looks like I make a presence and command task roll.
Okay. All right. So what does rally do?
I provide clear and concise orders.
Nice.
Section may be used by once per scene by each character who has access to it. I mean, oh no, hold on, I'm reading the wrong one. Generates momentum, even more dice.
Excellent. So it's a task 0, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So what you've done is you see that 3 you just rolled. So you rolled 3 successes. So
Yeah.
that means you got 3 momentum. And does it say you put them into the pool?
Yes.
Brilliant. So your pool now has 5 momentum, people. So you can use one of those momentum to get a 3rd dice in your roll, or 3 of them to get 4 dice, like on top of the 2 that you already have. So feel free to use them. Okay. My turn again. The big ship is going to go. So it is aiming in on you, and it is going to take a shot.
Difficulties increased by 1 because I'm so dodgy.
Amazing. Okay, should work.
I can feel the confidence of our captain.
Look at that roll.
Look
Yikes.
at that roll. That roll is not correct though. That's only 4. I still hit. That's 4, not 6. I don't know why I rolled that. Okay, so it looses its disruptor beams on you. Its particle beams. You're going to take a hit. Here they come. Come on. Why is this so broken? That is not correct. My other players are watching this going. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be only the first 5 dice there. So you're going to take 2, 4, 5, and it's aimed at your communication array. So it hit your communication array. 5 damage is enough to do. 5 damage is enough to do a breach. Which means your communications are down. You cannot call for help out of the system until somebody fixes it. Okay.
I wonder who's going to fix it.
Okay. So that is my turn. It is back to you. And I believe you guys have one more on your turn.
Yeah, I guess that would be me.
Yeah, go engineer.
Yeah.
Go.
Should we? I think. Can I go back to my previous suggestion where we hit them back? Can we? I know I can fix communication array, but I think we should still hit them before I do that.
Hit now, talk later.
Yes.
One thing I would suggest, Captain, though, is they hit our communications as a specific system. Do you think that, do we have a strategy? Do we want to hit them with communications back? Do we need to do any types of scans to develop a strategy?
It's a good question.
Or we can hit them.
I think hitting them back is a type of communication.
Yeah.
Clear, concise.
Direct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very poignant.
Hit them back, just like all over, Lieutenant Yogurt. Use as many of those dice as you like really get them.
Okay.
Okay. How many dice can I? How do I roll to hit?
You're going to roll your. It is computers, security, and oh crap! Sorry, give me a second.
And daring?
I think it's control.
It
Control
is.
and
It's
security.
Control and security. Thank you.
Okay.
If you want to do daring and security, that's like taking a wild shot. Like you're doing something daring is literally how it translates.
Okay, I'll do control. I know what I'm doing
Okay.
here. And then, do we have any momentum dice left?
There are 5 momentum in the pool. Would you
Oh
like to
yeah,
use
I'm
some
gonna
of them?
use 2 momentum.
So if you use 1, you get an extra dice, and then you need to use another 2 to get a second dice in the same roll.
Can I?
So
do you
it's
think I should go for it, guys?
Go for
Do
it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy.
Is it possible to assist in this action as well, or does that count as an action from
The
me?
ship could totally assist if it has not
Oh.
already.
No one's used the ship yet.
It
No.
has not.
So for
And
the
this is
ship,
the
you're going to
last
use
turn.
weapons and security. So ship rolls first.
Here, I can roll on the ship.
Yeah, is that me? Am I the ship?
Oh, it should only be 1 dice, but that's okay. So 1. So you've got an automatic success. So Yogurt, you only need 1 more success to hit. Anything more will be damage you can add from the over successes.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I also have untapped potential in here, and I was trying to read up what untapped potential does.
Yeah.
And it has something to do with doubling. Do you remember?
The untapped potential, I do not remember.
Sorry, my thing just untapped potential, young officer. Characters inexperienced, blah 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 blah. Whenever a character succeeds at a task for which they bought 1 or more additional dice with either momentum or threat, they may roll an extra I think dice. The character receives bonus momentum equal to the roll of the chevrons.
So it does more damage, is what
Yeah.
it's going to do. Yeah, but currently you haven't hit, so you need to use one of your determinations to make it hit.
Oh, okay. So I have a value.
Yeah.
Does that go into determination? And then
Yeah.
I'll attempt anything once?
Yes. So you're going to
Yes.
burn the determination to attempt anything once, and you can re-roll
Yeah.
your entire pool. So all 4 dice you can re-roll.
Okay, so I will roll now.
Yep. Nice. That's 2 more, and you get 1 extra momentum. So you've hit them. You're going to roll your
Mhm.
damage on the ship.
Okay.
It'll say name phaser banks. And you're going to
I
click on
have
the little
photon torpedoes, phaser
no,
array. Phaser array.
Yeah.
Photon torpedoes.
Yeah.
And how many am I rolling on the
It,
Phaser array.
leave it empty. Just click on the roll part. Nice. And do you remember you can re-roll or add to because of your ability? That's what this is for.
Oh.
Okay, so I re-roll my task roll, or can I just add 2 to the damage? Sorry, I'm confused.
You add 2 to the damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll add 2 to the damage.
So 5.
Yeah.
All right. So it hits, and the shields on the ship will take some of it, but not lots. So you see it hit, and it kind of like veers off a little bit from you.
Yes, I could feel it in my lobes. This is going to be a good hit.
And with that, we're going to go to our intro.
Oh.
Okay, so the ships have done a couple more strafing runs, and the colony is definitely hurting. Currently, you can kind of hold your own against this ship up in the sky, or you can be really. I'm saying this almost as like a kind of like a poke fun at the pilot, or more not fun, more like a I dare you to. That's what I'm doing. I'm about to double dog dare the pilot. You could take this ship into orbit, into atmosphere, and try and take out those atmospheric fighters. I'm just going to throw it out there. Phasers in atmosphere are not something you can do, so you'd have to come up with a creative way on how you're going to attack them properly.
I have a question about environmental hazards on this planet. Do we have mountain ranges, forests, a kind of epic canyon situation?
Yeah. But keep in mind, in like our world size, like you're getting a ship that's about 250 meters long, right? So it's not.
But you have me flying it.
I do have you flying it. This is very, very true.
Feel the captain's confidence.
I mean, look, they might have smaller, faster ships, but you have me. So I feel like we could outmaneuver them really 10 to 1. And there's only, 5 of them plus the big one?
There are 5. The big one doesn't look like it can do atmosphere.
Yeah. So really weak is what we're getting at. It's weak.
It is weak, yeah. It's hardly worth it.
Would it be possible, I'm asking as a player or character, would it be possible for me to do some jury-rigging of the phaser array to get something that would work in the atmosphere? Maybe not as effective as the phaser array, maybe something that does short bursts or something from the deflector dish or something like that?
You could, but the problem with jury-rig is that once you're done using it, the thing that you've used the purpose for breaks.
Oh, right.
Till you repair it. So you could use your phasers to do that. You could jury-rig them, but once you get back into space, they won't be usable anymore.
These
we
fighters...
tractor beam them into rocks.
That's not a...
Like, at the very least, let's lead them away from the colony.
Captain, do I have your permission to break orbit?
Just gonna have a quick aside. These ships, they were launched from this bigger ship, right?
Yeah.
So if we destroy it or damage it, and these things have got no way to escape.
Yeah.
So if we damage this ship, they're going to recall those fighters to come to us potentially, and we don't have to take our ship into the atmosphere. How do we feel about that?
Could be. I would like to point out that your captain. You're knowledgeable enough to sort of see that this ship is the ship in orbit is you are outgunned.
Okay, so that plan's not going to work. Into the atmosphere.
Excellent. Love to hear it. Thank you. Aye, Captain.
Plus, the colony is like completely defenseless. That's the. And I forgot before we do the deep dive. So I'm going to give you 2 determination. So your determination that I'm giving you for tonight's mission are save the colony, and who the heck are these guys? So you can use those 2 sayings the same way you use values in order to activate your determination. So those are your directives for tonight's mission. And everyone will have 2 determination. And I will have now my 10 threat, so 2 for each of you.
Thanks.
And my threat are the same as your determination and your momentum. And the only way I can get threat back is by you guys needing to succeed at something and activating an ability that gives me a threat.
Okay. Let's burn through the atmosphere.
All right. This is 100% going to be a daring roll.
My daring is so good.
It is.
So good.
So this is daring and con. And
Great.
I'm
my 2 highest.
And I'm going to tell you right now that the task roll, the difficulty of this roll is a 3 to get in. If you're going to start doing some really like hot doggy maneuver, you are flying a brick. We can all see the ship. We all saw the intro.
Yeah,
If you're going to start doing hot dogging, your difficulty will go up to 4.
Okay.
So that means you'll need 3 and then 4 successes to maintain, to be really extravagant. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
I'm fairly
Good thing
certain
I'm an
you're gonna,
absolute
just,
champion.
yeah,
Wow.
I know. You're hardly concerned. Yeah.
Yeah. I've faced up way worse odds and been totally fine.
Damn, I'm not worried at all. What are you talking
I'm not
about?
worried.
Yeah.
The lives of all these people in my hands. Let's fly us into the side
I mean,
of a
that's
mountain.
hardly what you're worried about right now, right? You just gotta look cool. Come on.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
if you
it.
go out in a blaze of glory, people will remember you.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I got daring and con and
A momentum?
Yeah, I have the momentum can be used for, where is it on this thing? Perfect opportunity?
Tell me more.
Or is that, no, that's for determination.
Determination, yeah.
But perfect opportunity, you gain a bonus d20, and it automatically generates a 1. So it's automatically 2 successes.
So
you,
what value or directive are you activating for that?
the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Yes. All right.
Ah.
All right. So the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. You've got 2 immediate successes. Are you going to use a momentum to roll a 3rd dice?
I think with the, how many momentum do we have now?
There are
left?
2 in the pool.
There are 2 momentum left.
Use it. Go for it.
Yeah, I say we need to get into atmosphere
Yeah.
for anything else to happen.
Okay.
So I'll
you're
use
rolling-
a determination and a momentum.
Okay, so you're going to roll 3 dice. You've got 2 successes automatically. You need 1 more out of the roll you're about
Okay.
to make. Ready?
Daring and con. Let's rock and roll.
Do it. Yes. All right. So you swoop in, and I'm not gonna. If the other captain that plays in the other game was here, he'd be like sitting in the chair, sphincter tight. Like he would like.
We're just burning through Atmo. Those, the heat shielding, it's meant to come off. You can put it back on after.
Oh my God.
It has a shelf life. It's like brakes. It's like brakes, but for the sky. You're meant to use it up,
They're just flaming. You're like
just burning through
yeah, it's
belly
just
first.
literally like fire coming off this. And I want to remind everyone who's watching, anyone who's a Star Trek fan, this is like a modern day O'Birth class. Like this is like the beast of ships. I love this.
I'm like Lieutenant Yogurt is just like rubbing their lobes, like like as this is happening, watching all the damage happen to the ship. My baby, no.
I'm only doing it because I believe that you can fix it better than before.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this sucker is just like it. Yeah, you've done very well with this. Like, so your ship is kind of like swooping in. You're able to come up. I'm even gonna let you do this. You're able to come up behind 2 of them, but 3 more. One stays on the colony, and 2 more peel up towards you. They're gonna be here at the end of this round.
Okay.
So
because we had 5 successes and only needed 3, do we gain 2 momentum?
You do.
Oh, somebody read the manual.
All right. Yeah, maybe the heat shield that falls off will hit an enemy vessel. That's exactly the kind of thing you can use your determination for. I'm just throwing that out there. So, okay. You have successfully entered the atmosphere. The 2 that are being chased, one of them is going to try and make an evasive maneuver. This is not going to go.
Because they're afraid of us.
I mean, you scared the living shit out of them is what happened. So, yes.
I mean, it's terrifying in here, but I'm sure from the outside it looks really good.
Oh, it looks
all that
absolutely
matters.
so cool.
That's all that matters. It's just gonna look cool.
That can't be right. No, that's not right. I only rolled 1. That's 1 success.
Okay.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Because technology's
awesome.
Perfect.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 success is what I got. I am not able to shake you off because I need 2 successes to evasive maneuver to work. It is back to your ship.
Captain, can I pitch a plan here?
Absolutely.
Can we
go ahead?
Since these guys can't evade us, can we try to use a tractor beam to grab them?
Throw them into a mountain. I like what you're thinking, but good. Just yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Captain.
I love that you're like, it's the middle of, so is, I just want to set this scene for what just happened. Is your character like just so like focused that you actually are in the middle of this chaos and you're speaking with that like monotone, calm voice? Like, do you ever get like panicked? Or is this like a facade that you're like perfected over the years?
Lieutenant Commander Tsleil-Waututh is like furious that she is not captain right now. So she's just, and she's very respectful of the command order, but she does everything that she absolutely can to get her ideas through the captain and make it sound like her ideas.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is Sybil turning into like a space Karen?
I think the transformation was complete last episode.
Space Karen.
Oh my god. Okay.
Karen's in space.
All right, noted. Okay, she's
Karen's
internalizing.
in
So
space.
in the chat, she's internalizing. That's what was just said. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. So this is gonna be daring and I'm gonna say daring and engineering would be my guess, because you're kind of using your tractor beams to do something not really designed to do. If you can pitch to me a different one, I will listen.
Can I have daring and science? Because if we're gonna try to use the tractor beam to try to slingshot it into an obstacle, I'm doing like a lot of trigonometry.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll buy it.
Thank you.
Do you want to use momentum to get a third dice?
What do you think, team?
I think absolutely, because
Yeah.
I think the object you should try and throw it into is the other ship.
Yes.
Ooh.
We're gonna call this the yeet maneuver.
I
Famously performed by Ensign Yeet, a Telluride ensign who accidentally yeeted 2 asteroids together one time.
Okay, you know what?
also, can we?
I'm
can
going to
we
add
argue
a
that
momentum
wasn't-
back into the pool because that was awesome.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Lore, world building.
I would also say that this was like a very clear command from my captain that's very motivating. Would that count as an assist from the captain?
If the captain wants to give them their turn,
Oh yes,
and
go ahead.
it would generate a threat for me.
All of
'Cause
this sounds fantastic.
You'd be taking 2 turns. Great, done. Do it.
Lieutenant Commander Io, yeah, absolutely, by all means, go ahead.
Aye, Captain. How many dice is that? Sorry, just to count it up.
So the
that's
captain's
2.
gonna roll. The captain's gonna roll their assist. So captain, you can. I would say it would be control and command for you, or presence and command would be even better because you're encouraging.
Yes.
So 1 dice, presence and command, and then so you've got a success, and then Sybil, you're gonna give me your daring. Was it daring and science? Is that what you're doing? Yeah. So you've got 2 dice. You've burnt a momentum, so you got 3 dice altogether.
Here we go.
So that's 3 successes. That is pretty much what I'm gonna. You're needed exactly that to do this. If you'd rolled under that, so you take 1, you slam it into the other. The one that gets slammed hits the mountainside and does the full TIE fighter sound because it's all made by Industrial Light and Magic. So, and it hits the wall and does a nice, good, solid explosion. And the one that you like. Snapped with the tractor beam, it's definitely taken some damage, and it's starting to burn up. If you hold on to it with your tractor beam, you're going to incinerate it. Do you want to let it go, or are you going to let it burn? Just need an answer from Sybil. Quick, nice and answer.
I'm holding it.
Okay, hold on to it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you hold on to it, and you see it just kind of like peel off, into nothingness.
Great use of the yeet maneuver, Lieutenant Commander.
Quite.
Doing the British way. I'm sorry, guys. Don't mean to.
Okay, so the one behind you is going to take a shot at you now. Okay, here we go. Does this work? Still rolling twos. Okay, so that part is correct. So that is 3 successes. I will hit you. From the dudes coming up from behind. They are going to take their shot. Sorry.
Feel everyone's tension.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, so that ship just hit you from behind for 2, 4, 6 damage because they're doing vicious damage. And I'm going to burn off the momentum that I just did, or the threat that I just did, to do 1 more, so 7 damage.
Oof.
We
Ouchie.
get to-
yeah, shimmy. Okay, so your shields are high, so you're going to be able to ignore some of this. What's your resistance? 3? 3? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's down to
We still have
4.
for 4.
And 2 more off the shields if you want to burn off your shields. So I would say you're going to take 2 and 2 to the shields. That's probably your best way to go in this case.
Yeah.
Okay. And for anyone watching who plays this, we are definitely doing a sort of streamlined version of the combat because this is their first time, and so we're easing into different aspects of it. Okay. So that's my turn. I am done, and it is your go again.
Then Dennison is snapped out of the telepathic trance and immediately, using insight and sight, starts doing a scan. Immediately, I set up that I'm going to get notified by sickbay about like the triage, the situation with like automatic setting. Meanwhile, scanning the everything.
Scanning the everything. Okay. So
Well, remember the idea that I had at the beginning about trying to find any kind of similarity, any kind of like similarity between the scanning that I did down on the planet up here. I'm just doing my algorithm. I'm like setting these things in.
Okay, let's do it.
And do I still have a complication range that's higher than it was before? I forgot why that happened.
So your complication range is still 1920, and so it's a 2 on your character.
2.
Yeah, because you rolled that 20 earlier, remember? And you decided to hang on to it. So it's the mental kind of like just stress of everyone's emotions around you.
It's okay. Here I go roll. Did I do better?
Okay, so you didn't see a pattern that was associated with what we were doing before. However, the thing you do figure out is that these ships are atmospheric, which means they require lift in order to stay in the air. So if you can somehow disrupt the air around them, they will fall.
I communicate all of this to my team.
Okay.
Would venting warp plasma help? Like, as I know one guy's on our butt.
So, do you remember how when like we all learned in school about the Manhattan Project, and they were actually concerned that it would burn off the atmosphere when they set off the first nuclear bomb?
Okay, no, we won't do that then.
Save the planet, right?
Warp plasma would probably do that, not a maybe.
Okay. Other
Yeah.
ways to... We hit them with a concentrated beam from the deflector of something.
Yeah, you could use your deflector dish to do like a punch out. You could also play with the fact that you're going like super fast, so you could do like shockwaves with your ship. Your ship can go faster than their ship.
That is true.
So you could tag like tractor beams and a shockwave to like literally create a sonic boom that would disrupt the. That's why ships going Mach 3 aren't supposed to pass by certain close, like when they hit Mach, because that sound wave, that burst that makes from the ship can screw up lift around other ships.
Wouldn't just zapping them with the tractor beam in general just cause a disruption to the lift?
100%.
Yeah, because like the way that ships fly, you have to disrupt the swirls.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if
the
you
way-
held
one way
that
to do
sucker
that is-
still.
Yeah, and then it just like boop,
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
that, or you could somehow get it to chase us and go vertical.
Well,
like,
I think it's your turn.
I'm gonna blast him with the tractor beam just for a few seconds, just to hold them stationary and disrupt the lift of these atmospheric.
Sure. So the only catch to tractor beams is you can only do one. So I'm gonna do it this way. One to hit one to snag one in this combat will be 3 difficulty. Okay.
Okay.
To snag both of the ones following right now would be a 5 difficulty.
Okay.
So
Let's
5
go with just
difficulties
the
are really
one.
hard to do, but okay.
Yeah, let's just go with the 1.
Do you want to use one of your 3 momentum you've got in the pool?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got
And-
3 dice. If you want to burn off those other 2 momentum, which you guys have been generating quite a lot, you'd get a 4th dice to roll.
Okay. What am I rolling?
This is going to be daring. I would say daring in science.
Okay.
Is using your tractor beam, or daring in engineering would also be appropriate.
Okay, I'm gonna go with engineering,
Okay.
and I have a bold in engineering.
Ooh. Do you remember what
So
bold
this-
does?
Yeah, I can look it up right now. I have the character sheet or the manual open.
Great.
The bold is in here a million times. No.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah, I think you get to get one more, but when you add a threat, you get to re-roll.
Correct.
Okay.
So if you give me a threat, if you're
I'll give
willing
you a
to add
threat.
one and give me a threat, so you're going to add a dice. I will take a threat, and now you can re-roll one of those if you get a 0 or a critical fail.
Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so you're rolling 4 dice. Yeah, amazing. So you got 3. That's great.
I will re-roll that one to get.
Just why not?
sweet.
Yeah, sure. So just roll a d20. Perfect. 4. Unbe-freaking-leavable. So you're going to put a momentum back into the pool,
Yeah.
and you hold on to one of the ships and describe what it looks like.
I punch into the console. I hit some buttons. It goes beep boop beep boop beep boop.
Are
I
you
go,
like sitting
"Tractor
there?
beam
Beep, beep, beep,
en-
beep.
Tractor beam engaged. So I grab this little ship in my tractor beam and I give it like a couple count. 1 latinum, 2 latinum, 3 latinum, 4 latinum, 5 latinum, and I hit
And
I turn
release
off-
it.
And release it to disengage the tractor beam.
Amazing. All right, so this thing is just like spiraling down. There's no way it's going to regain control. It's done,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take another shot at you. That's my last one until the 5th one gets there. Damn it. Okay, here I go. Boom. Okay, that's not good. All right, so I rolled a 20 and 13. So that 13 is a fail as well. So I completely miss. This ship is like off target. It's going to be harder to hit. It's easier for you to hit if your pilot turns around. You could probably get an easy shot on this ship. That said, yeah.
We're down to just the 1, right?
There's 2 more still coming. So you got
Okay.
1, 2, 3. We got 3, and there were 5 altogether. So you got 3, and there's 2 more that'll be here at the end of this round. Yeah. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got 1 more. There's 1 more. My brain is turned off. Wait, there's 2 more ships altogether still. Yes.
2 hit each other and they're
Yeah,
down.
2 hit each other, and 2 hit each other, they're down. The one you just did, and it's down. And then there's 1 that just hit you, and there's 1 more to come.
And 1 in space.
And the big one in space, yeah. So there's only 2 smaller ones left. Okay. You've all taken your turn, right? Great. So I'm going to take my second last with my third and my 5th and final. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. No, I will miss that completely. For some reason, I'm rolling 2s when it's supposed to be 0s, but that's okay. Okay, I missed completely. And ignore the numbers. They are not effective today. Tim's character sheets doesn't like him, basically, is what's happening. And so it's back to the top of the round. So round 3, and it's your turn.
Do we want to spin round to face the ones that are coming?
Yeah.
Do like a ballet. Just cut thrusters on one side and blast them on another.
Everyone to the left.
Spinning plates. Here we go. There's a reason this ship has custom seatbelts. It's me. I'm Marie.
It's true.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So you're gonna give me a pilot roll then. So we're gonna do because you're setting everyone up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Great.
try to set it up so that we're facing towards the last 2 ships that are coming in.
All right. So we're still in the atmosphere. So remember what I said
Wow.
about daring and con, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be difficult to do. So it's gonna be 4 difficulty this time.
Okay.
So it is hard.
We're doing, I feel, precision maneuvering.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a very precise, huge spaceship, tiny valley situation.
I would feel that's precise and accurate. Yeah.
Great. We currently have a decent chunk of momentum. We have 3.
We have 3. Yeah.
Would people be comfortable if I burn that to get a 4th dice?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll take 1 of the team momentum for a 4th die, and I do still have determination.
You do.
So I'm gonna, since I need 4 successes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop another determination for just another perfect opportunity. 'Cause
Which value or directive are you using this time?
I think this is the if it flies, I can fly it.
Okay.
You might think this is a situation for like a small fighter craft, but you know what? If it flies, I can make it do what I want.
This is 100% the situation for a small fighter craft.
Yeah, but look, we're not in a small fighter craft, but if it's still in the air,
If it's in the
Then-
air,
the world bends to my whims.
a brick
Feel
is
Talia's confidence again.
a brick is only not falling or not flying when it hits the ground.
Yeah. It's falling, flying. It's a matter of perspective, which is lacking in space usually. There is no up and down, so who's to really say until we hit something, it's flying.
So you've got 3 dice and you've got an automatic crit with 2 successes, correct?
I think I have 4 dice because I spent a momentum and I have precision maneuvering plus the base 2 is 4.
Precision gives you an extra dice?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
It's 5 successes.
5 successes. You can have that momentum back.
You can have the momentum back, and
There
you
you
have
go.
perfectly turned the system. So everyone to the right. Oh God! All right, so you all just like throwing like the seatbelts are a save. Oh my God, it's so good. And the ship just kind of like you can hear it, like everything in the ship as it just kind of turns as like a fighter jet. And you know what? Just because this group seems to be the right one, your view screen is set just right so that it swivels with you. So everyone's just kind of like that. Oh God! And then it pings right in on the fighter pilot that you're now bearing down on, and his face goes before. So, and he's got one of those classic pilot helmets on, right? So all you see is this part of his face. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna make evasive maneuvers. I have to.
We are coming in hot.
Literally run into you if I do not do this. So this is bad news bears for me. So, oh God, this is not gonna go well for me. Also, I know what I've been doing wrong this whole time. I'm super pretty. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, here we go. I do not do evasive maneuvers, so I'm right on target for that shot that you're about to make. Who's next?
Does somebody just yell fire? I'll yell fire.
Yeah,
Fire!
okay. Fire. Sybil, you got an order to fire. Do it.
Sorry, are we firing? What are we firing, Captain?
That thing that's going to hit us if we don't shoot it.
Like,
Give me a threat and use a torpedo.
All right.
Sure, why not, right?
Torpedoes in orbit is fine. How close is the settlement?
I'm a little concerned about these people that we just spent like several months helping.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
I got carried
you're
away.
away from the settlement. I'm not going to have you. You're Starfleet. You would never shoot something that would destroy a settlement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what am I rolling here?
So you're going to roll it's the same as it has been. So it's control and security for your shot.
Yep. Got it.
You need 2 successes. Do you want to use some momentum? Use them all. Do it. You've been getting them back really quick. Do it. Go for broke.
I feel that too. I'm gonna add 1 here because I'm feeling conservative unless someone just wants me to like destroy this guy.
Yeah, no one argued you. Just destroy them. Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
Not one of them was like, no, don't, please.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah.
They were so nice before.
So that's 4 dice you've got.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love them. Come back. No.
Sorry. And
Yeah.
maybe I'll use a determination value here. Since we're just gonna obliterate this guy,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to do what other people won't. I guess we're gonna go for
Is
it.
that one of your determination? Is that one of your values?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. All right. Yes, done. So you've got 2 successes. Okay. So that's 4 successes altogether. You've got 2 failures there. So you take a swing. You swivel around. You line up. Now you can do one of 2 things, Sybil. You can leave that, and you can take the consequences, or you can use your last determination that you've got, because you got 2. You can use the last one to re-roll that entire pool. So you'll either do better, or do the same, or do worse.
I think I'm gonna take the determination.
You're gonna re-roll?
I think so.
Okay, so re-roll exactly as you just did.
Oh,
You
so
should have-
I'll die.
You re-roll all of them, yeah. But you should only have 4 dice there, not 5. Hey.
I thought I used my determination because didn't
That
I use
gives
2
you
momentum?
a free automatic success.
Gotcha.
You did better. 5 successes. So I'm gonna put 2 momentum back into the pool. The torpedo launches. Would you like to roll torpedo damage? It's actually pretty fun to roll. Go ahead and roll that. It's on the ship, and you just click on the Star Trek logo next to it. Oh, that didn't do nearly what it's supposed to, but that's okay. I'll fix it. Roll it again, please. There, that's what it's supposed to be. Great. So the torpedo launches, and it just kind of and it just sort of spreads. It encompasses both ships. It takes out a little bit of the mountain that you smashed things against earlier. And when it kind of like dissipates, there's nothing left.
Captain, I do have sciences of terraforming. I assure you I will reform that land structure. Very sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, see that you do. Is that all of the ships yeeted or destroyed or?
Yeah, you've yeeted the crap out of all of the ships, and in orbit, one of your officers in the back is, "Ma'am, the ship is breaking off. It's gone to warp."
Well then,
and we're gonna take our break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes to figure out what the hell just happened. We'll see you all then. Enjoy the music from Norse Foundry. And if you saw earlier, we're part of the Roll Against Evil. So hit up the Modiphius site. I will put in the chat after I switch the scene the link you can go to donate, and it's for relief funds for people helping in Ukraine. So yeah, we will see you all in 10 minutes. Bye. And we're back. I dig that music. All right, so we are back. Star Trek Lost Voyages. I am the GM Tim, and you know what I realized? I am so sorry. I got so into the fact that we were diving right into it, I didn't introduce anybody. So let's start with our commanding officer. Can you introduce yourself and who you're playing, please?
Yeah, my name is Rachel. I'm playing Kayla Valar, who is a Trill commander of the vessel.
Great. And next is our XO.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Tang. I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Sybil Io of Beta Zoe.
Nice. And then we've got our pilot.
Yes, I am Ellen McNevin. I'm playing Tala, an Orion pilot, ready to risk it all for a glory.
And then we've got our chief engineer. Is it chief engineer or are we just an engineer?
No,
Chief,
I'm not.
right?
I'm chief engineer because this is a really small ship.
That's right.
My name is Taylor Ramon, and I play Yogurt, the Lieutenant Yogurt, the chief engineer.
And then our, of course, science explorer there and medicine guru.
Hello, I'm Barbara Beal. I'm playing Ensign Dennison, who is I'm the ship's physician now, right?
Yeah.
So I was the assistant, and this is my first day.
Literally first day. Yeah.
And so it's great that we're having a battle.
Yeah. So you let's start with
and
you.
I'm Betazoid.
You are Betazoid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start with you. You get into sickbay to try and like figure out what's going on. You see your previous physician and boss's body covered in a sheet on one of the beds, and there's people just kind of like everywhere. It's like, you know, emergency triage. The communication system is shot to crap on the ship, and there were people that were working on those sections. So you've got
I take my focus of emergency medicine.
Yeah.
I trained in this in a frontier colony in emergency medicine, so I tap into that. Remember those reports I started way back before we were pew pew.
Yeah.
So I read them, and if I was smart, I would have crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's, and I would have requested the same report from the colony already.
You may have. You did not have time to do that, but very.
No, I know. I just thought maybe I could bucket it together. I tried.
Yeah. Well, so this is one of those cases you could try and bucket it together for sure. So would you like to try? It's going to be a difficult task.
Well, I already I have a focus in emergency medicine. I just want to repeat that.
Yeah.
So I've what else do I need to do this?
So I'll tell you how that works. So do you see where he says medicine on your character sheet?
Yes.
What's the number there?
Next to medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was looking at the
4 or
wrong
5?
type. I said yes before. Medicine 3. Is that right? Disciplines
3.
medicine?
Yeah. Yeah. So what that means is that if you roll one of those dice, a 3 or under, you'll get 2 successes. That's what a focus does for you.
Excellent.
Okay. So we're gonna roll. I think you're doing like investigation, so it's gonna be reason and medicine.
Yeah.
And that
and
should be
is my
like a really solid
complication range still the same?
It
Or
is.
am I feel like I misunderstood the question at the time. I don't think it would be like following.
So the complication sticks with you until you fix it. So you could take an action to fix it first if you want, and then get 2 reports.
Huh?
You could take an action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want to fix. I need to fix within my area of control, which is me.
I mean, you can't help anyone else until you've helped yourself. Sometimes, right? Like
exactly.
Yeah. So you do what you got to do, and
in solitude is strength. That's one of my values. So can I use that right now?
Yeah, if you want to. But
I'm taking a me moment.
I don't know if you.
Everybody else.
I don't know if you have any more determination left. Do you?
I have 2, right? That's 2, isn't it?
But have you used 2?
No.
You've only used 1.
Because I craved into my. I buckled this.
Done.
I accepted
Done.
this complication.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Great. So let's burn it off. 2 successes. Let's roll to see how many more momentum you can generate for everybody.
And I'm task rolling 2 right now, right?
You don't even need to roll. This is a task roll 0. Actually, no. Let's roll and generate momentum. Boom. Okay, I would like to point out that you did just roll another failure because you rolled a 19. So you're gonna. But I'll tell you what. I'll take half your momentum, and we'll burn them off, and we'll get rid of that complication as the goal was. Okay. All right. Done.
I feel better after that. Thank you.
So the pool has a total of 2 momentum in the pool, not 4. Okay. So you feel better. You're going to be able to do something next. Ensign Denizen is now the and the way it works is you're kind of like your chief medical officer because it's like a field promotion. So essentially you've been promoted in the field. Yeah, there is. So there's nurses and people, and like you have uncommissioned officers.
There's nobody more senior
than
me in this position.
Right.
And this is a great first day. I just want to say this is a great first day so far. And just foreshadowing, when I get these reports, I'm gonna look at what's, how people are injured up here, but how are people injured in the colony? Maybe there's something about the weapon fire that came from these ships that tell us who they are.
Okay, cool. I dig that. All right. So give me a reason in science with 1 roll. A reason medicine, sorry, with 1 roll. 1 dice. So task 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the moment, it's not helping anyone, but I think your numbers are low, so I'm going to take a look at that while we go to other people. Going to the next person. So you guys, it's kind of free flow. We're not doing combat right now. So it's kind of up to you to what order you want to do things. You're currently in the atmosphere. The other ship has taken off. You've got damage in the colony. You've got crashed ships. You've got damage on your ship. So there's lots of things to take care of.
I'm going to start dealing with the damage. Oh no, my baby. It's taking on some damage. One of my values is the ship is my baby, so so I have to go fix her.
Okay. Nice. So are we doing a reason and engineering? I mean, where the major damage was. The most damage was done to the communication array.
Yeah.
So it's breached. It's going to require so here's how. This is now where jury rig works. So
okay.
A breach means your thing is like it's broken. Okay?
Yes.
So it's going to require space dock to fix it.
Okay.
Jury rig means that you can
I could jury rig it.
There you go. You make it work to get a message out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I will go focus on trying to repair the communication array so we can get a message out.
Okay.
And since I'm using jury rig, does that give me another dice or?
I believe so. Go, Paul, if you're still in the chat, tell us what jury rig does. You use it all the time. I'm pretty sure it's another dice, or it's successes automatically. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up. It's gonna be in the talents. J. Sorry, folks.
We love searching through a manual. It makes for a great show.
I know, right?
There's nothing like watching people do panic searches in a PDF on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Everybody has done it. Okay, here we go. So whenever you attempt an engineering task to perform repairs, you may reduce the difficulty by 2. Oh my God. To a minimum of 0. If you do this, however, the repairs are only temporary and will last only a single scene, plus 1 additional scene per momentum spent, repeatable, before they fall apart again. Jury-rigged repairs can only be applied once, and the difficulty repair a device that has been jury-rigged increases by 1. So at the moment, it's been breached, so your difficulty to repair this is at a 3.
Okay.
So your jury-rigged
reduces it to a 1.
Reduces it to a 1, yeah.
Okay, and I am going to use my value. The ship is like my baby.
Okay.
And that lets me reroll or gives me another dice.
It's a determination. So the value is a determination point, or so
Okay.
that it's your call. So it either gives you a free dice that you don't roll that gives you an automatic 2 successes,
Okay.
or lets you re-roll it if you want to. I would actually probably do that if I were you. I would probably do the second one, because you've already got a task 1. Chances are you're going to succeed and generate momentum, and that's kind of what you want to do with this.
Yeah.
And it would be better to save your determination to hold on to it if you fail.
Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna roll 2.
Nice. So you needed 1. This is what you needed. So you succeed. So your communication is going to get out. I'm going to let you hold on to that to like activate it once you know when and what you want to send, because it'll only
Great.
work like once, right? So
Yeah.
Okay.
I go beep boop beep boop. That's me pressing stuff. No. I guess I'd be down in the communication array fixing it. I would go yogurt to captain.
Perfect.
I've got the communication array back up and running, but we can only get 1 message out. So we better know what we're gonna send before we send it, because that's all we're gonna get.
Just one message, hey?
Just 1 message, Joe. Maybe if we could figure out why these folks were attacking the colony, maybe that's what we want to send.
Excellent. Okay. Fantastic work, as always, Lieutenant Yogurt. I'll have to think very carefully on what it is we want to say. I think we all know that concise communication is not necessarily my forte, but luckily we have Lieutenant Commander Tsleil-Waututh with us, who straight to the point.
Correct.
Yes, I agree. Yogurt out for now. Beep, beep.
Okay. On the bridge. So the pilot's still there, and captain and commander. What are you 3 up to?
Well, Sybil, I would like to organize an away team to check out the colony and ensure that they're doing okay.
Okay.
There was that disease down on the planet which we are immunized against. Is it safe for us to go and expose ourselves to that contagion again? It's okay? Okay.
Yes.
We're not immunized. We just can't infect other people with it, but we also have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah. So you can't. It has been cured. You're no longer a spreader, I think is a better way to put it, which is really good.
I love being not
Spreader.
a disease vector. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think helping out the colony is a great idea.
Okay.
We were very low on resources, which was why we were leaving. Is that a thing? Is there meaningful help that we can offer the colony at this time?
I mean, like literally, you can get down there and put out fires and tend to the wounded as best you can. Like you can do like emergency triage, that kind of stuff. So yes, you can 100% do that. Or you can even like, while Sybil's doing that so Sybil was going to investigate, and you could take another team down and start like just fixing and repairing and putting out fires.
Quisling, about where we want the ship to be. I assume there isn't a docking port for a ship of this size on this colony.
No, you're probably going to want to get that ship back into orbit pretty quick. It's not designed for atmospheric, and it's definitely not able to land.
Yeah. Captain, pretty quick, we probably want to go back through Atmo, back into the stars. If we want to get people down, maybe we could beam them down now and then take our baby back to space.
Nice.
So I think I'd forgotten that was even a concern. Your flying skills are unparalleled.
Thanks. I know.
It was very excellent. It's fantastic flying there. Okay, well, back to space. I'm assuming we can do this beaming at any point on the journey. We're not restricted in any way.
True.
Okay.
Reports coming in terms of like how the colony's doing. Is that report ready yet? Like if they need help, or like if that should inform if we leave anything here for them.
Oh, I mean, so okay, so let's recap a little bit. So so we're gonna do like a little bit of a flashback. There is no more help coming, and it's becoming more like, so that is becoming aware to you guys. So you've been told to wait to the point where you no longer have shuttles in your ship anymore because you've used them all for raw parts to try and help the colony. So there's no more industrial replicators. There are no more resources. I think, in fact, last game you had to use a couple tricorders just to make a replicator work. So whatever was destroyed, they're destroyed. So if somebody wants to use the ship to scan the settlement and try and figure out what was broken, that would be helpful and would benefit your reports that you're looking for. And then the other team, one team can go and like fix things or start to at least put out fires, and the other team can go investigate the crashed ships. I think that's probably your best bet at this point. So I mean, like Barbara, if you want to be like directly helping, you either help people up here or get your team down to the planet to start doing medical fixings. That was great English, Tim.
What a big choice. I want to see the report. How are things going down there? Is this a decision?
Things are bad.
I pass that along to the captain.
I'll ask a clarifying question on that. Was there anything in particular that was damaged? What did it seem like they were after?
That will require sensors. Do you want to use the sensors up here before you beam down?
Yes, but I
okay,
think...
great. So give me a sensors check. Science and...
Should I do that at all?
Sure,
as a science person?
Absolutely.
I offered to the captain, would you like me to do that for you?
I'm leaning over the control panel trying to work out which one is that. Yes, that would be fantastic.
I would like to use my daring.
So it's, in this case, this isn't daring because you're literally looking at a map and seeing where they hit.
Oh.
So it would be
read
reason.
That daring was good in the
and-
case of emergency. So all right,
Yeah,
but I guess
it'd be reason and science in this case.
reason and science it is, and task roll of 2.
Yeah.
I switch lanes, and here it is. Did it work?
Okay, it's coming. Incident is it? You're rolling so many 20s.
That's the ensign in them.
So
Hey, everyone's stressed.
I recommended to the captains that we do not promote this quickly, but
There's
How
nobody
command
else.
goes.
There's literally nobody else.
I appreciate the
I'm just
opportunity.
saying.
I am looking at your numbers are way lower than what they should be. So I'm gonna give this to you because
Everyone has a bad day. You know,
everyone has a bad day. Denizen, you're able to see that you kind of lay down a map on top of the so you lay down a map of the damage on top of the city grid, and you can see that all the major points of damage were done to where people are staying, and then the communications arrays. So every single moment of communication, every way to get a message out from this planet, including your ship, has been demolished.
I relay all of that to my team.
Captain, I'm ready to energize down to the planet. Would you prefer me to look at the crash ships, or do you want me to investigate the communication stations further?
Why don't you handle the communications? I'm going to take our new medical officer down to investigate the ships in case there's any survivors. It'd be great to have someone to question.
And what do we want to do with your engineer and your pilot, who I think has some engineering abilities as well, right? Or is it security?
I have equal amounts of moderate security and engineering.
So let's split the team up and figure out who's going to what, unless the engineer wants to stay on the ship at this point.
Mentioning security, if we're trying to maybe see if we can find a survivor, I feel like we might need some security with us.
Yeah. I also don't want to leave Sybil on their own.
Lieutenant Yogurt, how is the ship affairs coming along? All done?
Yes.
So you've got the ship fixed enough to the point where when you're ready to send a message, you can do it. And it will last for a scene, right? So as long as that needs between, like, literally it's like flicks between the scenes of the episodes is the kind of concept behind this, right? So so when you're ready, you can say, okay, Tim, I'm gonna do it now. And until now, basically everything else is just like minor repairs that your team is now on.
Okay. I mean, so yeah, I would be good to go, like, if we need a security officer, I do have some security. I can go with somebody, or try and help put some of these fires out.
Yeah.
To you guys.
Let's do this. Exo and Tala will go investigate the actual ships, and then the rest of the team, if you can control the population and ensure that everybody is safe, and then we'll let you know what we find out. And if you can investigate within the colony itself, maybe you can also find some information as you triage.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay.
Do we want to bring the ship back out of atmosphere before?
Oh yeah, no, well, I'm not going to make you roll for that. That was already
Great.
established that we're going to beam down and then
Up we go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does that like that very cool. It's my favorite scene in any Star Trek is in the new movies when they come up out of the atmosphere and it kind of the planetary so good. It looks so good.
So good.
Yeah. So if I had a way to digitalize that, I would totally do that with your ship, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I'm not that good yet. One day. Okay, so which team do you want to do first?
Let's take a look at the ships.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Exo and Tala, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. So you two beam down to one of the crash ships, the one you smashed up against the mountain. That's the only one that wasn't completely disintegrated against stuff. It is just a wreck, and it's smoldering, and it's all bent and twisted. What would you like to do? What is your plan?
I'm thinking that we should take a closer look at the ship and try to find some sort of clues in terms of origin. I'm happy to take a look at that, but I'm also thinking, Kala, if you have the engineering background, you might be better suited to do so.
Yeah, I have engineering knowledge, and I'm Orion, and so is the ship, I believe. So I might have a little extra insight into things. So I'll go around, start picking around, see if there are any consoles or a black box that's survived to gain it.
And your Exo commands you too. Just so she feels like she's in control. Yeah.
Tala's already walking, like, yeah, okay.
Got it.
Very well.
You got it. Already in the fray.
Okay. So what would you like to roll for that?
I'm just walking head first into a recently exploded enemy vessel, looking for stuff. So maybe daring and engineering.
Ooh, I like that. That's good.
Just take a poke around the flaming wreckage for science.
For science.
For science.
The big stick. Just poke it.
Let's do daring and engineering.
Okay.
Are there any survivors here?
I mean, that's kind of what she's checking right now. So
Yeah, if someone's alive, we'll find them when they attack me.
Well, let me know when you do, pilot.
Yeah, I'll yell like I'm being attacked.
Let me know when you do, pilot. You're so rigid. I love this.
I feel like this is such a good away team duo.
You need to watch. Do you watch Next Generation?
Oh yeah, I'm doing full rewatch right now.
Okay, so you are full on, like, I am just getting like Jellicoe vibes from you so much right now. Like
Yeah.
it's so good.
I'll try to channel it.
No, keep going what you're doing. I don't want to change it at all. All right, so 3 is good. I'm going to give you a momentum. Now, this is one of the cool things that you guys haven't done yet. So, you can use that momentum. So what was the check specifically you were doing? You were?
Daring and engineering, looking for a black box or surviving console
Great.
that might contain information.
Okay, so you've succeeded. So you do find that thing. It is going to be a console. Now, you can use that momentum that you've got to gain more information. And what that means is you can ask me a question that I have to answer. Now, I don't have to tell you exact answers, but I do have to be truthful.
Okay. And we currently have 3 momentum?
Well, so momentum doesn't go into the pool when it's not in a combat thing like this. So right now, it's your momentum to use however you wish.
That's all for me.
It's all for you.
I'll spend it then. I'm a big spender.
Okay, so what question would you like to ask me?
What was their motivation for attacking the colony?
Okay, so the order that is on the panel still is literally the first order of business is destroy the communications arrays, nothing in or out. And then the next order of business is start causing chaos. And third is if you destroy some of the residencies, no big deal. Like they're really classifying civilian damage as hand wave collateral. But
Right.
the primary target was communication arrays.
No communication.
None.
Like how it
sounds
just
like
says
we're
like
trying to-
NBD, like
Very- very
civilian residents hit
NBD.
NBD.
Yeah. Lieutenant Commander, looks like it was mostly to stop the spread of information. Any damage to the colony was acceptable collateral, but it was to stop any information we might have gathered or they might have on what's going on here from reaching anywhere beyond this planet.
That's interesting. Sure sounds like we're trying to keep a secret lab secret, isn't it?
Yeah, seems like the secret lab's getting less secret by the day.
Although they are trying to keep it very secret,
Can
hence the
I-
secret
to which we
lab.
are trying to make it not secret.
So we're going to switch to the other team really quick. So other team, you beam down into your site and there is just absolute chaos. There are fires raging. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ensign Denizen. It is very stressful down here. You finally just got calmed down from your ship, and now you're here, and it's like, oh my god.
All right.
It is a little bit better. The residents of this planet, they don't give up. Like they're strongly controlled of their minds. So it is like not you get stressed, but it's not like.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
All right. Captain,
Yes.
where do you want to go first?
I think we should make contact with the local.
Head medical? Maybe like the hospital?
I was thinking more of the people in charge who ask some questions and find out where our efforts are best applied. We should have those contacts. We've been here for a long time, or previously. Who is it? Whether we were in contact with,
Absolutely.
like local government?
I can do that. I can administrate that. I can roll for that, right? I've got people's contact information.
Yeah.
Get out the Rolodex.
That's not even something you have to roll. In fact, you can actually just like do that. Yeah.
I can find all of them.
Well, after you.
They're over there.
Call a meeting as we're going.
Okay.
We find them. They'd all be together during an emergency anyway.
They would be, yeah, and they're all trying to put out fires and such. Do you want to just like dive in and start helping?
Yeah. Touch base with them.
Yeah, sure. Let's pick up a fire hose and have a conversation while we're both putting out
no,
fires.
no. There's no water.
How are they putting out the fires?
With blankets and trying to like smut things out. This is very much like think like Wild West without pumps.
You say smut things out,
Yes.
sir?
Smut things out.
Smother.
Oh, smother. Yes, thank you.
I
Smother
was
things
like,
out.
Smut.
Yeah, smut is
It
something
just got
else,
really
Ken.
horny on this live stream.
Oh my god.
Hitting them with the porn mags. They're like, "Ah, it's my favorite issue.
The culture on this planet is wild.
Yeah.
I look around for some debris to smut out the fire. How many mags do I find?
You pick up a Klingon and Me magazine.
Oh, why am I in the F team?
Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna live with me forever. Okay, well, yeah. So you part trying to smother the fire.
Uh-huh.
God,
Trying to smut it out.
really need a boyfriend. So you're smothering the fire. I would like, please, fitness and security from the three of you as you dive in and start helping, please.
Oh, my.
Oh, I'm so bad at fitness. Fitness.
Oh, do
is-
I have to help with that too?
I mean, if you're... Are you standing in the back just with your tricorder? Hypospray?
I just felt like Ensign Dennison was motivated to do something else other than blanket
Ensign
fire.
Dennison could go heal people if you want to.
Well, what I was thinking, I want to check my report again because I should be getting a real-time kind of like triage
Okay.
report of what's happening, such as like the quality and severity of like the wounds. So I still am on this thing of like, can I find out like from the type of burns that people are getting that I know where the weapons are from.
Okay, so you know what? Let's do it. So
Yeah.
can I please have you make me a please a what do I want? Give me a reason and science again, and I'm going to give you an automatic success because you've been doing this for a little while now. So it's like a task. You're like.
And I have a focus on emergency medicine.
Yeah.
So I've curated these reports.
Yeah, that would absolutely count. Although,
All right.
yeah, let's do it.
Can I
Do it.
use insight instead of reason? Because I have a lot more
Yeah,
insight these days than I do
100%.
reason. Fantastic. I am very insightful. All right, here we go.
Okay.
And I picked the button. It didn't do the thing.
It's coming. It's coming. Okay. All right. So, remember I gave you 1 because you've been doing it. So that's 2. So that is a success. Okay. So you start taking a look. Now, it is consistent with Orion fighters. However, the damage coming from the ship doesn't match what you know Orion fighters to use properly. It looks like it's been modified. Upgraded almost.
Oh. Like someone's given them better weaponry,
Yeah.
better tech.
Yeah. Or modified it somehow.
Does it look Romulan or Klingon?
Well, it's still Orion, and if you want more information than what that is giving you, you're going to have to get your engineer to take a closer look.
Does it feel common at all with the engineering that happened in the plague?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it on to engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea where that all came from.
That was me, like, that was me setting something on the electronic highway. I don't know why.
In the chat, they just put, "Damn it, Tim, I'm a doctor, not an engineer."
Yeah. Perfect.
Send it away.
Engineer, would you like to make a check?
Yeah, I'd like to make a check, and I would like to use my value. I can feel it in my lobes, in that I can feel something's fishy about this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you're using that to give it an automatic 2 successes?
Okay.
And then do you want to do insight?
Yeah, I can do insight and engineering. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
I think
Yeah.
that's good, yeah.
4 successes.
So it's 4 successes. Okay, so you're gonna generate 2 momentum. Lieutenant, you've been able to figure out that the extra tech added in is Federation.
What? Where'd they get that from? Those pirates.
And now we're going to snap back to the other crew. Not other crew, but other teams. Sorry, that was bad.
Same crew, different vibe. We haven't found any survivors yet.
No, but there is a charred body there.
Great. Based on the size of the ship, is a single body enough to have been piloting it?
Yes.
In its entirety. Okay. Lieutenant Commander, I found them. It's that. That's the situation right there.
The situation. That's the
Very
broken thing.
That's there. We did it. They're
Oh
done.
my god.
I do take responsibility for this.
Great. Morally speaking, excellent for me.
I'd like to search the remain and surrounding area for any type of identifiers.
You want to try and figure out like what the
Who
pilot
it is.
Who the pilot is? I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
let's get a we're gonna do an insight and medicine check, please.
Could I assist with any of my like Orion knowledge of like what
Absolutely.
things might mean beyond the
Yeah.
average?
Yeah. So you're gonna give me it's the same thing, insight and medicine. So Ellen, you'll roll 1 dice.
Okay.
And Caitlin, you'll roll 2.
Do I roll first?
It doesn't matter at this point.
It's going. Happening.
Do it at the same time.
Whoa.
3,
Simultaneous.
2, 1, same time.
How do you roll?
Literally waiting for it to catch up. Sometimes it takes a while.
Roll 20. You
There we
got
go.
this.
All right. Okay. Tala, you start taking a look and you're like, wait, this isn't right. And the more you look at it, the more you're like, "Whoa,
Weird. This is weird.
The cockpit isn't set up properly. The language isn't Orion.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, I don't think it's Orion, Tala.
This is a setup. It's exceedingly off. They're trying to blame us again for things that we didn't do. They're like, pirates, what should we make them? Orion, like this happens a lot. It happens a lot.
I can imagine that's true.
Yeah.
Scapegoating the Orions.
Okay. Oh, can we communicate this back between
100%.
our
Yes.
Yeah, our communicators are.
Yeah.
Hello?
they're actually right here. You can just pop the
Oh,
communicate. Yeah, it's
You can
TNG.
tell what generation I'm
Yeah,
from.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Leah's our security officer, and she's only seen like 5 episodes of Next Generation because we made her watch them with us. Like, so it's you're good. Like, dive right in. Yeah.
Leah!
So yeah, you communicate with the rest of the team. They all sound pretty frantic. They're putting out fires with smut.
Captain, I have important information for you. Captain, come in.
Yes, go ahead. I'm just trying to smut out this fire. But I can hear you perfectly. Go ahead.
Captain, I will have questions about that later. But as for right now, I think it's very important that you know that we've investigated the ship, and we have reasons to believe that this is not an Orion ship.
Can I also hear this communicating?
Mm-hmm.
I go-
Group chat.
Yeah, we're in a group chat. Yeah, there's also some of this technology looks like that was integrated. Looks like it was Federation.
Yeah. I actually enjoy that was dead silence because I just imagine that would be like, oh,
That's a real big hit.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one of Io's focus is the Starfleet protocol, so this is confusing.
I feel that confusion.
I mean, they are pirates, so they could have, whoever they are, they could have had access to some Federation technology, but it seems like there's just not a lot of anything up here.
Yeah,
I have concern.
Not this
I have
way,
concern and just-
Yogurt. Sorry, I'm just gonna interrupt for a sec. Yogurt, the way it's integrated, this isn't like easy to get tech. It would be like if somebody gave you an Orion disruptor cannon and said, "Can you make this better?" And so you'd use Federation tech to make it more efficient and more damaging. That's what this looks like.
It's a setup.
I think it's a cover-up, Captain. We found a secret lab. We have down communications, and we have a framing of the Orion.
Sorry, one more thing. The secret lab, you guys didn't find it. The other team did. That's common knowledge on this planet now. That's been here for a few months. But you did figure out something last game. Do you remember what it was?
The disease.
What did you figure out?
That it had been like purposefully changed,
and
willfully created.
And what did you do in the middle of your game last game?
A month ago.
I know. So what you did was I asked you. So once you discovered that, my question was, do you let Starfleet know? And you all agreed yes.
Oh.
And then
so
these guys showed up.
and so today, what has happened?
They've
Cover
come for
up.
us.
Oh no.
Ah.
Oh no.
Commander Sybil, would you like to remove the helmet of the alien piloting right now?
Yes.
Okay. So as you remove its helmet, you see two pointed ears and realize that it is Vulcan.
Are we the bad guys?
I think we're the good guys and our bosses are the bad guys.
But which bosses?
Why would they do this?
I'd love to say because they believe it's for the greater good, and part of me thinks it's because they fucked up hard.
Should we all get back on the ship? Because we're all
know.
on separate teams right now. Like, should we all maybe get back on the ship?
Yeah, you could do that.
Reconvene.
I'm always more comfortable on the ship, to be honest.
I'm suddenly feeling I would be more comfortable on the ship too. Just a suggestion. I don't know. Just
And there's not much you can do on the planet other than like you've helped as much as you can with the other team. Yeah.
Captain,
Okay.
put the
Beam
blanket
us up.
down. Captain, just put the blanket down.
No, I can do it, damn it!
I feel like we all go sit in like the the strategy room.
Your
and we
conference
all
room?
just-
Yeah.
Conference room, and we just like stare. Like,
Yeah. So is that are we going to say anything, or is that where we fade to black? Do we want to fade to black here?
Fade to black as we consider the implications.
Okay.
Of whose side we're really on.
So we will see you all in 2 weeks with the USS Haida to carry on the story of what the F is going on. And we'll see this team back in a month. Until then, live long and prosper. I'm going to put the link for the chat back in. I think you can do it right now, actually. Please feel free to donate to the Roll versus Evil to help with helping people in the Ukraine. In the meantime, I'm the GM Tim, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with the next continuation of Star Trek Lost Voyages, and this crew will be back in a month. And thank you all so much for playing with me. This was lots of fun. Do any of you have anything you want to plug? Smut.
smut.
Yes, always.
So we're just, all right, we're going out on smutting. Live long and prosper, everybody.